Hello class, my name is Dr. Duncan. Welcome to CJC 111. Just wanted to take a couple moments to come on and speak with you, introduce myself to you, as well as the course and how the course will be ran throughout the 8 weeks. So first, let's start. I'm a little different. I will let you know that I understand, or I strongly believe that oftentimes in the online environment, it becomes a very mundane, methodical process that we go through, in the sense that, okay, you do a discussion board, you post, you reply, you do this, you post, you reply, and we start to lack that interpersonal communication activity, having the opportunity to communicate with one another, which is something that I am very passionate about. So in order to try to, I guess you can say, resolve the issue that I have, I do weekly video announcements, which you're observing right now, and then I also do live video chats. The live video chats are not mandatory, so if you can't make it, there's no pressure, nothing's going to happen. It is beneficial. A number of my students really appreciate it. They say it helps them with some of the material, so I would encourage you to try to attend at least the first one, and then if you can't attend any other subsequent ones, then that's fine. But our first live video chat will be this Thursday at 7 p.m. So Thursday's date is, what is the date? The 22nd. So this Thursday, the 22nd at 7 p.m., we will have our first live video chat, and I'll send you a link. You just click on that link and you'll be able to come on into that environment. If you have a video, you can activate your video. I would love to have the opportunity to see you. My video will be activated. I do this from my home, so I'm not in the office. This is something I do outside of the office hours or outside of being here, because it's really important to me. I want to make sure that you're grasping and understanding the material that we're discussing. Moreover, I want us to have the opportunity to communicate and converse with one another. If you're not understanding something, or if you say, I don't quite understand when we start talking about the evolution of policing, or when we start talking about the 3 components, whatever it may be, I want us to have the opportunity to converse. So that's the first thing. Watching the video announcement, we will do video chats, and now I'm just going to go over a few things in the course, answer a few questions that I've received via email, just to make sure we're all on the same page. First things first, I've sent you an email. I want to stress, it is imperative, it is absolutely critical, it is a necessity, I can't stress any other thing, that you complete that orientation quiz. So in module 1, which closes, is due today, that orientation quiz, you have to complete that. Failure to complete that will result in you being dropped from class. What that is we have a federal mandate that we must capture your attendance. So we have to have a required assignment showing where you've actually participated in class. The same is applicable in face-to-face classes. However, they're able to come into class. So this accounts for your attendance. So please, if you have not done that, you need to complete that today. Orientation quiz. Some of those questions, if you're taking other criminal justice classes, you will see them again. I highlighted to give you some assistance. So read the questions carefully. But so that's that orientation quiz. Please make sure you complete that today. Textbook. We do not have a textbook for CJC 111. All of the material is embedded already in the course. That's great. However, we also sometimes run into technical issues where journal articles that were previously available may not be available. A link may not work. If you encounter that, please let me know. One thing I will say is also try using Mozilla Fox or Google Chrome. We've noticed that the Internet Explorer sometimes is really fickle with Blackboard. Sometimes it works, it doesn't work. So if you are experiencing technical difficulties, try to use an alternative browser and see if that is able to rectify the situation. So we've talked about that. Your modules. So each module is open. All modules are due, and you see them up there at that corner. So like, for example, module 2 is March 19th through the 26th. You need to have those submitted by 10 a.m. on the closing due date. So 10 a.m. on the closing due date. Someone will ask me later, where was the time? So 10 a.m. all modules are due by 10 a.m. Trying to think of some other things I wanted to go over. I do this every semester, every 8 weeks, but it still draws a blank because it's really driven by questions that I receive from you all. A lot of questions about a final exam. No, you will not have a comprehensive final exam. In this class, you do not have a final paper and or presentation. You have small reflection papers that you will write. Remembering everything needs to be in APA format. So if you're not familiar with APA, because I understand English is MLA, and then you come over here and you're like APA, I would encourage you to look up Al Purdue, great resource to understand APA. A little bit about myself. Some of you may have had me, some of you may not have had me. I've been here at FTCC about 8 years. I teach in the Criminal Justice Department, online, face-to-face. I really enjoy communicating and collaborative learning. That is my preferred educational pedagogy that I try to implement. So I try to do that still in the online environment. With these video lectures that I do, I'm not going to try to present this perfectly polished video where I enunciate every word. And I'm not going to do that because that's not who I am. If you're in class, I stumble, I make mistakes. The telephone may ring, someone may knock on my door. I'm going to keep recording and I'm going to upload that video and you're going to see it. I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend that it's just not who I am. So there it is. Trying to think if there's anything else. That's pretty much all. I am in the office, so if you're ever on campus, you want to just stop by, let me put a face with the name, great. I mean, shoot me an email, call, anything you need to do if you're ever running into issues. For me, the big thing is communication. I understand, I get it. You're taking this class online because life. You probably have a family. You probably work full time. You may even work 2 jobs. This is the only time you're able to get in. You don't have the time to dedicate and sit down into a class every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. because you're working to supply for your family. I get that. So you're taking it online where you have a little bit more flexibility. I totally get that. What I need for you to do though is communicate. If something is happening in your life, if unforeseen circumstances you didn't notice, just shoot me a quick email, Dr. D. You know, this assignment may be a little late because X, Y, and Z. Communication is essential. I'm here to work with you and get through it with you. I'm not here to try to hinder you from accomplishing your dream. I want to see you complete this just as bad as you want to complete it. And I'm here to work with you to help you get through that. However, what I need from you is communication. If you start dropping off, I mean, if you're doing well, and then something happens and life is coming at you, if you can't even email, just call me. Just pick up the phone and call me. Don't let it get to the point where you're just no longer logging in. You're not even submitting your assignments. You're not doing that because you've come too far, or you're starting this journey and you have a ways to go. And I'm here to work with you. So I'm not going to preach, but I just wanted to let you know, communication. Reach out to me. I think that's pretty much it. Make sure you look over the syllabus. Everything is pretty much laid out. You are free to work ahead. Go ahead and work ahead. Only thing that's not open is the last module, Module 8. So you see Module 7 up to April 30th. Module 8, I will open the last 2 weeks. That's the only module that's not open. You are free to work ahead. I encourage you to work ahead. However, just because you're working ahead does not mean I'm going to grade ahead. I'm still going to grade when I get to that module. In reference to grading, I usually try to complete all grading within that following week. So, for example, Module 1 closes today, the 19th. I try to get everything graded by the end of Friday. If it's not graded, then shoot me an email. With grading, I'm going to make this announcement, and I know somebody is still going to email me, so do not get upset when I say, please look at the video I posted. Blackboard, when we deal with tests and when we deal with fill in the blank, meaning you have to type in your answer, Blackboard will automatically mark it wrong for spelling, capitalization, spacing. For example, the answer may be Uniform Crime Report, also known as the UCR. You may put UCR. Blackboard will mark that wrong, but it's not wrong. I will go in and review all fill in the blank questions. You will receive credit. You're still going to email me, but you don't have to email me. Do not email me. I'm going to put you right back to this video. I will review all fill in the blank questions. But what I usually do is I do a chunk. So I won't review them at 1 week. Like I may let 3 tests, and then I'll review all fill in the blank over those last 3 tests. So you don't have to worry about that. Your grade will be corrected. If you get a little uneasy, if 3 weeks have passed and you're still like, I don't see this, by all means reach out. If you ever have a question about something you get wrong, don't just take it for what it is. I mean, shoot me an email like, I don't understand, why is this wrong? Question it, understand why you got it wrong, not just like, oh, I guess it's wrong. But also look, maybe you see yourself, okay, you misinterpret or you overread something or you didn't see this. So definitely reach out to me if you have questions about why something was marked wrong. I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to wrap it up. Hope you're able to log in Thursday for our live chat where we'll have an opportunity to talk. I'm going to go ahead and start talking about introduction to key concepts. I am going to do a mini lecture on that, and we'll do some interactive activities, making sure you're actually understanding those components for that module. So feel free, shoot me an email, call, or stop by. I look forward to working with you guys. Let's go ahead and knock out these 8 weeks. I will talk to you soon. Hopefully I'll see you on Thursday. Bye.